And that needs to be called out at minimum. And I'm sure the admins will already probably have talked to him. So, but the getting cuffed and running off shit, I hate that sort of shit, dude.
And my guy,
I hate it.
Jump in the trunk. Let's go, boys and girls.
And that right there is a perfect example of like
everybody in the trunk.
I don't know, dude.
Come on. Wait, I don't. Do you know how to put me in the trunk, bro? Oh,
like,
shit.
listen, I said it before. It's X does go OC-ish often, and we've talked to him quite a bit about it. And to say he hasn't proved is a lie. But people who are good and then start to degrade into that sort of shit also need to be called out. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a difference between someone that's been genuinely trying. Like, his mind works 4,000 miles an hour, right? Like, he's just fucking crazed out. It's like he's on fucking cocaine 24/7 or some shit. But he's at least put an effort in and tried to talk to us whenever shit's gone down. Like, he's been responsive to everything. But I think for somebody that's been here for like 5 years and then to do the opposite while implying it's wrong and knowing it's wrong is a different issue, to say the least. Because you don't expect that from someone like that, right? You expect, especially someone that's been banned for stuff like that before in 2.0 with like Summit and whatnot. Because I think he had the same issue there where I can't remember what happened. He like shot people because he was angry and said some shit like "get out of the server" or some shit to Summit, right? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something like that. And he got banned for that there as well. And then after that, he lightened up a lot and was a lot more enjoyable to roleplay with. But yeah, I don't think you can justifiably say shit like that. Even if X has gone OOC, I don't think it's fair to, you know, say that shit. Like, it's just, you know, it's definitely too much. I can't remember what he said with the Summit situation. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was like that, but it was definitely, I know it was relating to Summit, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was meta, yeah, I don't know. It was something that definitely shouldn't have happened. But what makes it so much worse, in my opinion, is like some of the cops, and criminals do this too, but cops I feel like need to be held to a higher standard. But in saying that, it's hard to get a higher standard with police when it's rough to be a cop. Like I still have the same mentality on that I think it's hard to be a police officer in this server full time compared to being a civilian full time. Like, I've had so much more fun on my civilian. Obviously CG have helped that because it's like, you know, actually enjoyable to just dick around and mesh with these guys. But cops definitely get it worse in terms of like flexibility. Like, we can do some major Papega shit and it's like a norm. You do it on cop. It's loosened up a bit. Let's be honest. It has loosened up a bit, but not quite as much as other places. Like, there's a lot of clickiness inside cop that everybody, and they all have their own different opinion on how cops should be, rather than being more open to how cops should be. And I think that's like, it's an issue overall in the server on how roleplay should be. For instance, like, you know, Francis is a Papega, Otto's somewhat more serious, Soze's somewhat more serious, and Francis on cop was more Papega. But when I tried to play Francis as cop, it was sort of shut down. And I don't have a problem with that, by the way. I feel like Francis being on cop was way too early, and it was good that I got suspended and pretty much told not to play Francis. Like, it made sense because I was a fucking Papega and the server wasn't that meta. But we've loosened up, dude. Like, and it happens with every update, and everyone's gonna say, yo, Koil just fucking changes the rules or changes whatever the fuck he wants and does this. But you've got to understand, when I do change the way I roleplay or whatever's happening, I'm doing it based on the rest of the server. Like, I'm adapting to how I see the server going and the direction it's in. I'm not doing it just because I get viewers doing that. I'm doing it because that's how the server is. So it could have been easy for me to sit on Francis the entire time and farm content. Francis has always been good for viewers. Even in like Armor days, I got a couple of thousand viewers playing Francis. Then I'd swap to something more serious and I'd get like nowhere near the viewers. But I would swap because I know that's what I felt like was best for the server. And Otto, I think, was best for the server when it started out. And now I think Francis is better for the server in terms of like I mean, even as cop, I think Francis would be a better cop right now, and that's why I've goofed up Soze a little bit too. But the problem is, not everybody's willing to adapt and wants to stay in the same character mindset and not change at all. But I think if you look at groups like CB, even like DW and shit, he's loosened up a lot as well with his character, and started to adapt with the meta. Wise Guy has with his characters. He plays less of the PM type system, but he's playing Igor and having a lot of fun with it, and just moving with the progression of the server. And I think there's a lot of people that can't handle those changes, and you'll see in the future, not only just now, that people won't be able to adapt and they'll be salt about it. And I think we'll try to handle it as best as we can, but that's just how the cycle of roleplay goes on these servers. You cannot fucking sit there and do the same fucking shit for a year straight and expect it not to get fucking boring. So that's why, swapping up, I think, is healthy. Hey, what did Silence say? So glad I don't play a character, so I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, well, I mean, let's be honest, dude. What character do you play, you little shit? But in saying that, like, so listen, I don't think it's about the character, okay? It's about I mean, it is a character still, but it's about like, so maybe you don't use your voice, but you still fuck around and do Pega shit. It's not like you want to fuck Francis in the ass IRL, is it? So, I mean, it's easy to say you're not a character when you don't change your voice much, but everybody's a character technically in the server, but your theme of character, and it's the same with Miguel as well. Like his theme of character works better now in this environment, in my opinion, than it worked at the start. And I think there was like blowback with like how, the incident with you and Moon, you wanted a Pogs chase and shit like that as soon as the server was wiped, as an example. But I feel like everyone adapted pretty well and started to go to the serious side of things and just loosened up slowly. So in my opinion, it doesn't matter if you're a character or not. As long as you're willing to loosen up your roleplay and not expect the same standard as 9 months ago, when the rest of the server is sort of changing in that direction. And it's harder for people that haven't been around through the other wipes to understand this, but it's just how it happens. And I know there's a lot of new viewers that are out here, or new Redditors that are out here saying like, yeah, Koil's ruining the server because he's playing Francis now. But the reality is, like, this is a cycle I've done forever. It's not about viewers. It's about trying to fucking enjoy this place myself, the same way other people are enjoying it. I don't think there's any content creator in here that hasn't loosened up over these 9 months, and I don't think it's fair to say, just because I'm the owner and I'm being Francis, that I'm doing anything worse than anybody else in the server. Jokes aside, I don't think 90% of people's personalities are roleplay for the most part. Yeah, but yeah, even on Francis, like, obviously I say some fucking weird shit, but that's the edginess. But it's still like a lot of what I do in the server is still based on what I feel like doing, not what my character feels like doing. But that's the theme of the server right now. Whereas, Francis 9 months ago, I would be running upstairs, being puffing out of breath, all that sort of shit. But these days, I'm a lot looser, even on trying to roleplay the character. But it's a character. What do I mean by loosened up? So 9 months ago, we played. How can I compare this? It was the theme. The theme of the meta of the server 9 months ago was more focused on being like a Bad Boys movie, I guess. So there's humor to it, but it's a little more serious. Like, if people get shot, they could die. If you did bad things as a cop, you could get fired. Whereas now it's like South Park or The Simpsons. You got fucking Chief Wiggum that will literally fucking fail at his job and everyone laughs at it. You know what I mean? That's the world we live in now. Like, you've got to understand the world is changing, and that's how I perceive it now, and a lot of people should perceive it now. It's more of a South Park / Simpsons episode rather than a somewhat more serious comedy / action, if you get me. I don't know if that's a good way to portray it, but that's the way I perceive it. And in saying that, you got to remember though, that doesn't mean there's not room for other role players. Like, there's still serious cops in South Park that have been in episodes, like the FBI and shit will come into episodes here and there where something is more serious, or there'll be criminals that people are like, oh shit, I don't want to mess with them. You know what I mean? Like it still has those character traits. It's just a lot more goofy. That's probably the best way to explain it to you guys. So and it goes for Reddit as well. I think a lot of people expect us to stay in that one movie and never change, but the reality is that is fucking boring. And the reason we haven't really dropped off in terms of like content on Twitch is because we have changed, we've adapted, and we will continue to adapt and go through cycles. And I think the next cycle for that is a hardcore server, and we got to go back to something that is more like the start of 3.0 for a little while, and then after that we'll probably go straight up Papega again. And if we don't go through these cycles, I don't think we will be able to maintain, you know, the content we create how we've been doing it. So that's why we're doing it. That's why it happens, and that's just how it is, dude.
Taco, I think.
What taco? You left him at Maldini's.
Are you talking about me, bro? I was chatting. I'm at Maldini, bro.
I'm coming to get you.
Okay.
That's my way of trying to explain it to you. And I get there's going to be blowback when, you know, certain people go Papega, certain people go more serious and get fucked up in their roleplay. That's just how it's going to be no matter what. If we want every type of roleplay to happen on this server, there's always going to be issues where certain roleplayers don't mesh with other roleplayers. But I feel like there is avenues for you to roleplay no matter what character you want to be. And I think, what is it?
Bro, that's you, bro? Okay, bro.
Yeah, here's your bags, by the way, Franny.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna put them in the
forgot it.
glove. There you go.
Was that for the entire bank, bro? We got that many?
Yep.
Okay, I have to split it with you, bros.
No, just keep it. Nobody even cares. Just keep it.
I don't know how much that is. How much that is, bro? Mark bills, bro.
Oh, I
180,
use so
bro.
much fucking thermite. Just keep it all.
Okay. I'm just gonna
Just don't
buy
tell
more
nobody.
anyway, bro.
Listen, chat, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who Tarek is, but
Anybody got $66?
My God, you're so fucking broke.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna roleplay if I play. I'm gonna roleplay as myself.
But who knows? He could have insta-dinked me with the
I mean,
classic.
Silent does it, dude. He roleplays as himself.
It's all good, Brody.
Silent's character in GTA is literally him, IRL.
see, this is the thing though. Like, I don't think role-playing yourself is a problem, but I don't think like it's funny. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's an issue to do that. Like, you can still be fun as a person. You know what I mean? If you as a person want to make content, you're still role-playing. You know what I mean? You're still a role player. I think that's the way I see it. You as a you're still role-playing. People play themselves in movies and it's still role-playing, right? That's just how it is. The only thing that's ever awkward but you get used to it, obviously, is people that have two characters that are a cop and a criminal, and then you hear the voice behind the wall and you're like, ooh, who is that? That's where it gets awkward. But as soon as you see the uniform, it's like, whatever. But, you know, it's not like this guy robs banks IRL. It's not like he goes and fucking ERPs with Francis IRL. You know what I mean? It's still role-playing. So, yeah, you know, whatever, dude. I mean, the only people that have ERP'd IRL is me and Kevin. We've been doing it every Saturday for a while, but I tell you what, it's been hard with Corona, dude. He hasn't been able to fly out for like 2 years. Honestly, if
I gotta
this
set up a fucking go
the
solo
streamers
so I
like
wanna set up my
Tfue
garage
and
shit. I
train
just
wrecks
don't
and
know
shit
where
like
to put
that,
it.
I feel like would have been a lot better in this meta of the server. The ones that got banned,
Would there
that
be opposed to have this spot right here turn into Maldini's in the future?
you know,
Hell no. What the hell? I like what Maldini's is.
All right.
probably could have done well, but
I'm gonna drop this at my house.
the guys that could have done well, I think, and at least role play characters, but
my garage like where my door is, or my car
I think there's a garage parked in that car now at the actual garage, but we gotta fix that. I'll show you. Unless it was somebody. 1 second. There's a garage next to the actual garage inside that cove, but I don't know whose it is. I don't know if somebody put it there for us or it's one of you boys. So I think we gotta get a shared garage, bro.
So I'm not gonna put my garage down then.
I don't know. You probably don't need it, but you might as well do it anyways. Just get in your top, put it down, bro.
Well, I'm worried that if I put my garage where my door is, I don't want my cars ending up on the roof.
You just do it out the front or some shit, bro. Honestly, I'd just wait for the shared garage if you don't want to fuck around,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll just wait for it.
Hey, red GTR, y'all see it, bro? They don't pull over, just start shooting.
It's cops, you fucking
Any
idiot.
chance of train wrecks
Yeah, I
on
know,
back?
just fucking
Yeah,
drop 'em, bro.
there
Like,
is.
literally, I
But
pulled
listen,
up
I
next
said
to
at
him,
the
I was
train as
chasing
well.
after him, yelling at him to stop, and
I
he
don't
kept
have an
driving.
issue with
I
train.
drive
Like,
away from him, trying to figure out who it is.
from what people have said, he's you know, he's like bipolar or some shit. So I'm never gonna hold a grudge personally against
Freddy, I thought you said the two-bedroom.
some shit like that. I don't give a fuck.
That's
You know,
you at the-
even
at the gas
XQC will
station.
call me dog shit or whatever. I don't give a fuck. That's me personally. But I also am not the entire
Okay, you
admin
buying
team.
materials, by the way, mate?
He should
Yeah,
talk
you
to the
got any?
admins, and if he wants to come
I've
back,
got like 200
the first
plastic
step
you
is
want.
apologizing to the
Oh,
admins
he's
like a
fine,
fucking
brother.
human, and then go on from there. It's that simple. If
What do you
he
need? Tell me what you need, I'll let you
apologizes
a bit of chocolate later
to
on,
them,
some
they
music
might
and
be
shit.
more inclined to believe that he's
Steel, aluminum,
at least
copper,
sincere with what's happened. But I
rubber,
don't
and
think he
glass.
gives a shit that much, and that's fair too. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Aluminum, copper, and glass.
And rubber.
I think he was gonna have fun here, man, and I think he would have been fun here. So, but I'm not gonna say to the admins, okay, you gotta understand, like these guys have worked their asses off here for years, right?
Oh, hang on, bro.
These guys have worked their ass off here for years, and for him to understand that, like, he's a big streamer, sure, I'm not gonna shit on people that have worked here pretty much for free for years and made Nopixel what it is, just because he has a grudge that, or an ego that he can't just be like, you know what, I fucked up, I'm sorry, I said some shit I shouldn't have, you know, that's that, you know what I mean? It's still a point that I will have as a fucking human, that he at least has to apologize for the shit he said. And that's the reason why there's people that have been banned that come back, because they, you know, I guess want to change.
Yo, Franny, come in my
This is our hideout right here.
Gladdy!
Why do you have to explain this shit to people? Well, I mean, if Train hears it, maybe you'll do it, and then you'll see him back.
Is the right
bro?
interior?
Yeah, that's it,
Is the
bro.
right interior, right?
It used to be just
Yeah,
a small one,
beautiful.
so you got a good one, bro.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Like Buddha was different, a lot different, dude. Buddha went through a lot of shit, bro. Like, I actually feel fucking bad, in all honesty. That motherfucker was going through some crazy shit. Slipped up once in his fucking entire fucking existence here. Like, yeah, he got crucified like anybody else that had done shit like that. But he went through some crazy shit, bro. He was going through some fucking crazy shit. There's no way I could justifiably
Yo, does anyone have any TNT they want to sell? Like,
not want to give him another chance as a fucking human being after going through the shit he went through.
Charles already took like 1,000 from me, I'm low.
Absolutely no chance. And honestly, dude, how he's come back, I feel like he's changed as a person, like, fucking drastically, dude. Like, he's fucking completely different.
Where's everybody at?
No, Buddha's
Francis,
not
where are
banned.
you?
No.
We're all a little cold.
Yeah, a little so, bro.
Anybody have a joint?
Nope.
Are y'all doing meth on the roof?
Nah, I'm just chilling, vibing, bro.
I mean, dude, like, honestly, it wasn't even that bad with the meta. It really wasn't. It wasn't like it was fucking breaking storylines and shit. But honestly, I think the break was great for him, and I mean, he made new connections and shit as well.
Go to sleep.
Sup, bro?
Do you have any more rings in your ass? I had to go to sleep.
Echo, you there? Hello?
No, I've got none.
Thank you, Franny.
All right.
Here you go, bro. I think we got
And
to
my
boost
eyes
here in a
just
second, bro.
fucking
I just chatting with the
crazy.
people.
Alright, what? Alright, I need to go get my dongle. You wanna come with?
Okay, yeah, there's an Itali that God has. No, you go do it. I'm just gonna sit here chatting my brain, bro.
Hey, no one bought that one yet?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, I gotta go get bandages.
Yo, this venting system is crooked. How dare they? Holy shit, dude. What side of this conversation? I don't know. Sometimes I just get in rants like this where I talk shit for a little bit. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and that's also the thing. Tfue also went and talked shit about the admins, I believe. Tfue wasn't even banned. They just said, hey, you're unwhitelisted until you talk to us. That's all. Because you can't expect... And this is the thing with Twitch streamers, especially ones that are new to roleplay. They're used to coming in and walking over people. Uh-oh. They're used to coming in and walking over people and getting fed shit because they're streamers, right? Because you're a streamer, you get free CD keys, you get free fucking access to games, you get everything, right? And they get stuck in this fucking mentality that that's how everybody's gonna treat them. But the reality is, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm not gonna jeopardize how like the admin team here are treated or something over you know, somebody's fucking opinion, or they're not going to play in the server. And everyone has said you don't ban big streamers and shit. We will if they do certain things, but if they're respectful in a way that they're like treating staff like humans, they're going to have a better chance of staying around. It's like any group in the world, you know what I mean? It's like any fucking thing in the world. Has Mr. K been banned? Probably. I wouldn't have been for long. There was a lot of OOC dramas where we'd lose our cool and shit. Cop vs. Crim. But something I've learned over time is to try to give it a fuck less. But it's hard to do. You know, I actually, when I've been getting shot and shit, I will fucking like bang my shit on the table and go and do a piss. That's my best. That's how I try to cool down, dude. I will either go fill up my water bottle or go do a piss, then come back and be like, what, you know, assess what's happening. That's what I try to do. He never has. Well, there you go. Maybe he hasn't. I know we've chatted to him, but you know. Taco got banned. Yeah, I mean Taco was exploit and shit, got banned. You know, we joke about it now though. You know, he's chill about it. Wasn't a dick to admins and shit. Even CG were like, you know, you fucked up. That is what it is. But yeah. I mean, I've got no doubt a lot of people shit talk me and admins behind closed doors, but that's a lot different between doing it publicly. Like, you know, I got no doubt that happens a lot, but you know, at least the public side of things is held to a different respect. What did this guy say? Let's have a look. Yeah, Tfue is a big streamer with 8K views max nowadays. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. But we will ban people if they cross lines, but I'm not going to lie and say there's not leniency to certain groups and people. But why would we ever ban somebody that's willing to try and they're helping out the community? You've got to remember, like, the masses of Reddit really don't mean anything. The masses of chat and their opinion don't really mean anything. What matters is what content's on the server, why it's here, and the core of the community. That's what matters. The core of the communities, the staff, the devs, and the streamers that keep people here. Because the reality is, and I've seen it a million times, if the streamers leave, okay, they go play other games, whatever, the server will die down greatly, and everybody that's here every day gets affected by that. So I could guarantee you could go and ask any streamer, and this is fucked up, I know it is. You could go and ask any streamer, for instance, on the, well, just in any situation. If someone was to get banned, like XQC, okay? If I went and asked any streamer, what their opinion is of XQC and if we should unban him, majority would say, yeah, I don't mind. Majority would say that. And it's the same for any big streamer. They're going to say the same shit. They miss them, they want them back, and that's how it is. It's literally how it is.
Sup, bro?